Namaste. I am by the Dr. Lina Thakar. I am an Ayurveda physician healer based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I practice Ayurveda Integrative Wellness program in United States. Today I am going to share some simple, wonderful tips for healthy eyes. We often kind of are into more understanding of maintaining body weight and also having calorie in, calorie out, nutritional understanding, some exercises that we try to follow. And when you move on to next level with understanding on holistic healing, you also kind of incorporate some meditation, spiritual practices, which is obviously the wonderful way to manage wellness or healthcare holistic way. In that respect, I also want to bring our attention to the eye health because mostly as we see now with lot of technology and everyone is on their computers and cell phones, and it's often also now there are lots of jokes and that we see on social media about how people are busy on their iPhones and their WhatsApps and social media. So we are continuously exposing our eyes to the screens, various screens, right from TV, computers, tablets, phones. At the same time, we also feel tired. Eyes are tired, exhausted. We also may often have black circles around the eyes, and somewhere we also have struggle with better perception of vision, where we can have some visual problems like our eyeglass number increases. There can be some redness. There can be some other aspects that may be bothering you with eye health. So I would like to share some simple Ayurvedic tips on this. So eyes are actually, in Ayurveda we talk about Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Dosha, and eyes are major seat of Alochak Pitta. So it's a Pitta actually seat, and Alochak Pitta is one of the 5 Pittas, which is the major seat of eyes. Especially summer season also being Pitta season, or any heat conditions related to inflammation, lot of heat, lot of screen time will actually aggravate this Pitta. And also spicy foods, too much sour foods will also aggravate this Pitta. So Pitta energy in Ayurvedic dosha understanding is made up of fire and water, and due to its fire element, any hot things like too much heat, too much going into sunlight, also I repeat saying that exhausting eyes with lot of screen time, and at the same time having little spicy and sour foods, which are Pitta aggravating foods, also will often have some eye health issues associated with that. Second important thing, another is obviously many times constipation also one has to put attention to. So simple eye health just to maintain in daily practices, to make sure obviously you do some meditation where you have some relaxed time for yourself, not just mentally, but when you meditate you relax your muscles. So that's why you actually are relaxing the eyeball, the actually anatomy of the eye, the muscle, the strain. And at the same time, when you meditate, which is a Vata balancing act actually, which is significantly related to nervous system or nerve tissue, obviously our optic nerves also are nourished. So simple is meditation. Second important thing is simple cooling remedies in the food and diet will be helpful, because Pitta is often happy or pacified with 3 tests. One is sweet, second is bitter, and third is astringent. Hence, sweet in terms of does not mean sugars or pastries or cakes. Sweet means simply natural sweet, natural fruits. In that term, specifically for Pitta, pomegranate is very good. Second one is amla, the gooseberry is very good. These are sour, they actually pacify Pitta, so they are little exceptional foods in terms of Pitta food list, that being even sour, they don't actually aggravate Pitta. So hence pomegranate and I just mentioned is amla, and the third thing is aloe vera juice gel is very helpful. So 1 teaspoon of aloe vera gel or juice you can have after both meals, because the best remedy for Pitta is actually, or aggravated Pitta if I may say, is to actually get it out through little purgative efforts. In Ayurveda, Vata is pacified or cleansed with some oil enemas or some decoction enemas. Pitta often and mainly is released When I'm saying Vata Pitta, I'm just meaning that aggravated or the extra ones in the body where that they make some imbalances in the body. So aggravated Pitta often is removed by Virechaka, which is a purgative methods, and then obviously Kapha, some emetics methods, which is a little bit challenging in obviously America, that we don't practice uh, as much emetics, but there are some herbs to substitute and some other actions to substitute, and a real Ayurvedic physician, Vaidya, know how to substitute this standard safely. So coming back to our point, so making sure Virechaka or purgative efforts are helpful, and that's why aloe vera gel, aloe vera juice is helpful. Even gooseberry, for that matter, is mild purgative, and that's why having gooseberry powder half teaspoon morning and evening also may help. And it's generally also longevity program. It's rich in vitamin C, gooseberry. The absorption is good, and there are a lot of other benefits being antioxidants. So eye health, it is definitely good, but at the same time it has multiple health benefits. Simply this pomegranate juice and gooseberry and aloe vera really are safe foods, so you don't have to be really concerned about contraindications about these herbs. So having said that, and in simply the best remedy for pitta, you may be surprised or maybe not knowing, is ghee, clarified butter. So simple homemade clarified butter to put 1 teaspoon in all your foods, and check with your cholesterol levels. If you are more than high risk or 242 above, then you have to be a little cautious. But mainly, usually with normal cholesterol range, ghee is absolutely healthy, absolutely safe, and that is why 1 teaspoon 3 times in a meal, especially in kids program, it is very important. But specifically talking with eye health, you can also take little half teaspoon on your fingers and do really simple ghee eye massage. We do have saffron eye ghee that we make here, which has saffron ghee that we cook, and also triphala in the ghee that we cook, and actually that is a local application, very good, not just for eye health, it moistens the eyeballs, it actually feeds and nourishes the optic nerve, but also for dark circles it is good, and it is also good for some wrinkles around the eyes or eye lines. So instead of putting some chemicals or hazardous some cosmetics that may actually be a little bit obviously harmful than beneficial, doing simple home remedial programs are very beneficial. So ghee is excellent for eye. I just cannot enough praise ghee and eye health. So that is why I'm making sure ghee application locally, just doing ghee massage, eye massage, saffron eye ghee, and simply just putting that ghee in a diet also will be helpful. Third important thing is, especially during the pitta season, that we are often get exposed to heat, and we all typically use sunglasses or something or the other, but the heat, the ushma in the air, the heat in the air can be also being bothersome. So just simply washing the eye with basically simply water is helpful, and I usually do a small cup, like I have a drinking cup here, water here, that I just put my eyes in that with the and just put actually open my eyes in the water, and you can clean your eyes 2-3 few times even in a day, which is extremely helpful. When you are all the time on the desk on computers, the easiest way is to carry simply something, or if you don't have to carry a pot, you just have to make your hand like that and put some water in your obviously near the sink, and just put your eye like this, 1, 2, and this can be simply done at your office and at your meeting places, and in between you can have, say, about every 3-4 hours you go to the sink, just take some cold water and rinse your eyes, and that is so cooling, so soothing, and so helpful for eyes. So importantly, in the time when we have so much exposed to heat, the ushma, the heat in the air, and also continuously being on the screen of computers, strainful talk, when we are actually having to continuously look into the screen, and at the same time you are also, excuse me, watching a lot of social media things or emails or something, that will be helpful. fourth is obviously reducing screen time or TV time. So usually I see sometimes clients talk to me about the whole day the TV is running in the house, and night also the TV is running in the house. So you have to make sure that really your TV time is not more than 2 hours maximum. So if you ask me, in half an hour and 1 hour, I don't watch TV myself more than that in a day typically. So simply making sure that these simple tips will helpful. And the dietary wise, like I just mentioned, reduce spicy food. So chili pepper, cayenne pepper, any kind of spicy peppers are not recommended for pitta program especially. And at the same time, too much sour like pickles, tomato based sauce, marinara based sauce, too much like what you call yogurt even, or sour things are highly not good for pitta basically. So I have given plenty of tips here, starting from meditation, starting from some herbs I just mentioned. I also mentioned some obviously ghee benefits about eyes. I also mentioned washing of the eyes frequently with cold water, reducing screen time, reducing TV time, reducing your computer time, and just simply in few minutes just rest your eyes just with 2 or 5 minutes, and that is helpful. And finally, some people definitely include some eye exercises like Trataka. You just continuously watch to one point for 5 minutes, 3 minutes till you have little water in your eyes, because that strains the or exercise the eye muscles. That's one called Trataka. Second one is just giving eyes different exercise patterns, but that may not often be possible, and sometimes you may be forgetful about that. So just simply sharing eye washing basically with water, then ghee application, then simply reducing some spicy and sour foods, and finally obviously making sure you use ghee multiple way for eye benefits. And last two remedies, one is the actually eye basti that we do at Ayurvedic Institute. So we make a dough and actually have lay down on the bed and put a ghee, and it is so soothing. And I have so many guests coming here for eye treatments, eye basti, and also cancer patients also do come for lot of eye treatments that they feel very soothing about. And finally, make sure you don't have constipation, because eye health is always better, and that's why Triphala often helps with eye health, which is a half to 1 teaspoon Triphala. And you can play with your role or check with your Ayurvedic healer about your dosha, prakriti, how much dose you need for Triphala, to make sure you have regular bowel habits and do not do not have the constipation in your health wellness program. So lots of tips I have shared here for eye health. I hope this is helpful. Again, eye is an important seat of Rajak Pitta, and that's why these all remedies will be significantly help you long way to protect, prevent, and also reduce any eye imbalance you have. If eye infection, check with your doctor. So don't take these advices to replace your medical program. This is not the scope of the program of Ayurveda. So just make sure that you understand the wellness support, and if you do have certain important health problems regarding eyes, make sure you take your ophthalmologist opinion, your physician's opinion, and do not replace Ayurvedic remedies by for medical treatments. So I hope this is helpful, and you can write to me if any questions you may have. Namaste.